You will fumble that man if you're quick to correct him but slow to celebrate him. He does the right thing all day, every day, and you never show appreciation. But the moment he does something wrong, you want to pinpoint it, baby, your time is limited.
Pay attention to how people act when no one is watching. Those who treat others well in silence aren't doing it for applause. They do it because integrity is part of who they are.
So my wife asked me if I would ever get remarried again. And yes, I would marry your sister. Because I'm already pre-approved with your parents, and I don't need to get through that get-to-know-you phase. And holidays, well, they basically stay the same. Hey.
Stay away from women who were raised by a single mother.
Stay away from girls that were raised by a single mother. They don't know how to treat a man. They're very, very, very combative. They're not submissive. They don't give in. Their ego's through the roof and their pride is big. Be careful with them. They'll ruin your life. I tell them all the time. Now, is there exceptions watching this podcast today? Yes. But I'm sorry, I'm not taking my chances.
Yeah, I know, and I can't blame you. Because if you're going to pick, there's a strong chance that you're going to pick one of those women who's going to give you. So I wouldn't take the chance either.
2026 is so cooked that married women divorce their husbands for cheating just to turn around and become the side chick to a married man. Make that make sense.
What? Whoa. What are you doing?
You said go to Lowe's and get a bucket and make you a coffee and you
No. Did you not look up the trend? Is this all espresso?
I got a pink curly bucket.
Please don't tell me
you don't drink coffee. That's your whole thing. You only drink espresso.
What do you mean I don't drink coffee? No, honey, oh my gosh. You're supposed to use this one.
Ladies, I keep trying to tell you that guys are so literal. They will do what you ask to a T, and they're not chronically online either, so they don't know these trends. So when something like this happens, because it's going to happen in your relationship, you just gotta sit back and appreciate that man. Trust me.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
Yeah.
I don't understand feminism. Do you guys want to be lonely? I don't get it.
I don't know who else needs to hear this today, but leaving a marriage doesn't require your husband to be a villain. So many women come to me and say, he's not a bad guy, he loves me, but I'm miserable. And then they immediately follow it with guilt. Because if he's good, then they feel like they must be the problem. Here's the truth. You can leave a good man who's a bad fit.
If he's a good man and you're a good woman and he wants to work things out but you don't, then I think it's reasonable to consider that you are the problem. Because we're talking about marriage where you've made a commitment to each other. You're not just boyfriend and girlfriend. Everything else should have either one, been worked through before getting married, or two, should be worked through currently in the marriage, knowing that you made a commitment to each other. The problem is that a lot of women will still choose to leave because they honestly think that the grass is greener. Unfortunately, they are the ones that find out the hard way that the grass is not greener. Because let's remember, they're probably the problem when they have left a good man, and most likely they're not going to find another one that's interested in them.
As a man, you gotta always remember one thing. Don't put nothing past that. Like, oh, nah, my shorty a good girl. She would never. She would. She would. You thinking, nah, she not going whole time, that is already gone. She is on go. The right come around, she is GOE 101. She is running straight go routes, nigga, not a post nor a slant in sight.
I'm feeling a little feisty today. So let's have a bit of fun. So not only did someone leave this very charming comment, they also left this photo with it. So I actually have a question, and this goes for anyone, especially those that like to leave disparaging comments on my page or anyone's page. Is it just a way of trying to say that someone doesn't actually have anything relevant to contribute? Because I've noticed that a lot of individuals will leave disparaging, nasty comments, but they never actually leave anything in regards to constructive criticism or any kind of rebuttal. Why is that? Is it because someone can't actually articulate what they want into words, so they just have to leave photos and nasty little messages? I would actually challenge someone to actually come up with an interesting rebuttal in regards to anything that I've actually said, or else I'm just going to assume that someone lacks the, shall we say, capacity to do so, and that would be most unfortunate.
He tested me on a date. actually tested me. He goes, I like to ask trick questions. I said, why? Then he hits me with, if I stopped texting you for 3 days, what would you do? And I said, I would enjoy my peace. Wrong answer, apparently. And he goes, see, I need someone who would check in. I said, I would need someone who wouldn't disappear for 3 days. Guys, the way he just stared at me. So I stood up and I said, I think you just failed your own test, and I left.
Hey Queen, so a lot of men that play this like to have their friends with them, so that's probably the only day off that all the friends were off at the same time. And 6 p.m. is still pretty early, so he's probably deep into like a 4-hour campaign. Yes, they can take that long. He's probably in one of his guy friends' basement, because let's be real here, there's not as many women that play this. He's probably half-elf barbarian right now. And you don't have to worry, he's rolling dice and fighting imaginary dragons. So unless you're jealous and worried about those fantasy elves, you're probably good. This is a great time to do your self-care and worry about yourself right now. It's gonna be a bit. If you're with a man that plays this, you probably don't have to worry about him cheating on you, because he's gonna spend so much time playing D&D, he won't even have time to think about that. And if you're really supportive of him with this, because a lot of women aren't, so that puts you ahead of all of his exes and anyone else he's dated.
44% of Gen Z guys have never approached a girl on the streets in real life. And that's not shyness, it's a literal crisis. And look, I'm not here to roast anybody, I get it. I genuinely get it. No one has taught you how to interact with the opposite. How to just walk up to someone, it feels like huge and intimidating and so scary. Like you're about to jump off a cliff. But here's the thing, it's a skill, like learning how to drive. Like cooking, it feels impossible until you actually learn the steps of how to do something. And then suddenly, it feels normal and not like a big deal at all. The guys I've seen that actually get good at this, they've practiced their craft. Baby steps at first, ask them what time it is. Just start a conversation. You can even just give someone a compliment and just walk off. Build that muscle. You're not broken, you're just untrained.
Okay, so if not plus size, then what? Now, what I'm about to say might actually really hurt some individuals' feelings. Because sadly, we do live in a time when reality often does offend some. But that is just unfortunate, and reality doesn't care. Now, if a person is not aware of this, they should be. Approximately 74%, so the majority of Americans, are considered to be overweight, if not obese. And if a person has done any research at all, they would know that obesity-related medical issues are the leading cause of many individuals leaving this world before their time. Now, body positivity has done a great many things for individuals that do need to love themselves for who they are. But if a person truly does love themselves, they should strive to be more healthy. And sometimes that does mean admitting that a person is actually overweight.
This is how I feel. When a woman really loves you, she's going to complain like a mother about a lot of shit. And some of the shit you're going to feel like it's unnecessary. But trust me, it's a reason why she's complaining about it. When a woman really loves, because these days they say they love a nigga, they don't really. Y'all niggas need to. I'm a girl's girl. I'm a girl's girl to a certain extent. But like I said, I just feel like with the new generation and everything, like I pray for that old school love.
Do you think that social media changed the dating scene?
Yes.
That's what I said.
Yes.
I believe.
Social media, music, all of that changed the dating scene real bad.
Because you said something about city girls earlier.
Yeah, city girls. Like the music that came out, them now Chanel's, this, we need this, we need that. And this, that, and the third. Yeah, it be laying right beside it. And a fun in their whole life. So how is it?
That's what I be trying to say.
Running to the checker flag, running through the red light. 12 get me gun and won't pull over till I'm dead right. Riding to the sunrise, can't nobody no time, ain't gon' get no.
I genuinely believe that every single woman deserves to receive $10,000 a month from her husband, from her boyfriend, whoever you're with, just for him to show his appreciation for you.
$10,000 a month for appreciation. Right.
And I think that is a standard that all men should be held to.
Of course they do. It's always those that seem to have excess money that are always very free with everyone else's. But it kind of makes a person wonder, what about those individuals that necessarily can't afford that $10,000 a month?
And as a man, if you cannot hold yourself to that standard, then you should not be dating at all, honestly. I mean, you're just not financially ready to provide. You're not ready to be in the scene.
The scene. Indeed. And for those who haven't done the math yet, that comes to approximately 120,000 American dollars per year just to, in some cases, just date some of these women.
And even more importantly, you're just not ready to get married yet.
There is nothing classier, after all, than someone with a classist mentality. But gentlemen, here's a reminder. A woman that genuinely cares about you is going to want you to invest your money in something that is important, long-lasting, and for the future, not just to spend it on them.
Am I wrong, or is this a red flag? So I was at happy hour the other day with me, my sister, and my niece. We were having a good time, drinks was flowing, you know. It was a nice time. It was a guy at the bar. We were sitting in the bar area, but we were in like a bar top table behind him. He noticed me, I noticed him. The waitress came to our table, she asked if we want another round of drinks, and he said, "What is she drinking?" Talking about me. I told him it was a glass of wine, a glass of Pinot. He said, "Put it on my tab." I got that, right? Which was nice. That was a nice gesture. He paid for my drink. But my question is, should he have paid for all three of our drinks? Because usually when I'm out and a guy does that, if it's other women at the table, he'll pay for all. He'll pay that round. It's on me, it's all three. And this guy didn't. It was an older guy. I mean, I am just used to that's what guys do. Should he have paid for all three of our drinks? And I think he might have bought me another drink. I'm not sure. The wine was flowing. But he didn't pay for all three. He only paid for my drink. So is that a red flag? Should he have paid for all three, or was that one enough?
Yeah, you watch some of these clips and you just wonder if the word thank you has gone extinct. Like, does the word thank you not exist in the dictionary anymore? Does the word grateful or the feeling of being grateful not exist in the dictionary anymore? I mean, we sit up here and talk about where are the men who beg? Where are the men who yearn? Where are the men who know how to court women? Where would they be? Let me ask you that question. Where would they be if they're not being appreciated? Where do you think that they might be? Probably at the house, right? Well, why do you think that they would be at the house? Probably because they're not being appreciated. Probably because the things that they do that are actually really good things. I understand you did this, but you didn't do this other thing. What? How about we start with thank you? That's what these modern women do. They complain about everything. They nag about everything. Well, I'm only nagging because I want you to do better. Why don't you just stop nagging and learn how to communicate effectively? How about you do that? Well, I wouldn't have to nag if you would just do it. If I would just read your mind. If I would just know what you expect of me, even though we're not the same person. Who does that? Number one. Number two, modern women are wanting men to do whatever they want. This is what I want you to do. Just do it. Just take initiative and do whatever I want you to do. But you don't even do half the stuff that a man wants you to do. You got a headache, your foot hurts, you fell out the window, you drunk pool water, whatever it might be to stop you from doing what a man would want you to do, has been requesting that you do, has been hinting that you do for months, years. You can't even fix your face to do that. Modern women will really be out here not doing the stuff that they agreed to. And then they'll look at a man and say, why did he stop doing what he was supposed to be doing? Well, I mean, I know I stopped doing what I was supposed to be doing, what I usually did, but he needs to do something special to get back even the basics. I mean, a man will have to work, and this is his wife now. A man will have to work insane amounts just to get the bare minimum from her. But she still expects him to go above and beyond to provide. And she stops doing what she said she would be doing in a relationship. And she expects a man to be okay. Well, you know, as a man, you should have certain morals and principles and values and guidelines. But what about you? Well, I'm a woman, it's different. How? I gotta protect myself. Oh, okay. All right. So you want a man to continue to basically be walked all over, and you decide whenever you want to participate in a relationship. What?
She wants you to catch all the underlying meanings, but you want clear communication. She says one thing, but she means something totally different. And if you get it wrong, you're the bad guy all of a sudden. She just wants you to understand her without having to ask. Is it so hard for you to read minds? If you loved me, you would just know. You know who expects people to know what they want? Children. Because kids don't have the emotional intelligence to express their needs directly. A grown woman in a relationship, though, should be able to fully communicate. Double standard. We all know that if a man spoke like this, he would be insulted for it. He would be put down. He would be less of a man. But when a woman does it, it's romantic or how they communicate. Make it make sense. It's just a test. She wants you to see if you care. But if it were a test, there would have to at least be a way to win, right? But a lot of women don't realize that if you want something out of a man, just be direct. If you're upset, say it. If you have a problem, say it. Next time she tells you, you should just know, you can take one look at her and be like, no, I shouldn't. And if you can't tell me what you need, that's on you. Then watch what happens.
Hey, excuse me. What's it like being a woman in 2026?
Great, independent.
You don't have a man?
No.
You think men want independent women?
Absolutely, absolutely. We don't want a crybaby.
What has led you to believe that in your life?
I've been married, divorced, I had a first husband, so.
You had more than one husband?
Just the first husband.
Just one?
Just one.
How long was your marriage?
13 years.
13 years with another man.
With another man, a real man. It has a penis. Yes, he has a penis.
And how old are you now?
What do you think?
42.
Close. 39.
What caused your 13-year marriage to end?
I did. I was like, you know what? I need to go out there and, I don't know. It was a long relationship. I need to experience other people, I guess. No.
So you just got bored and wanted to see what other men were like?
Yeah, basically. It's 2026, he said.
Why don't you feel ashamed using that as a reason to end your marriage?
No, it's not ashamed. Because we're friends. Me and my first husband were friends. We're good friends. And he agreed. We were together for too long. We got married young. So we need to experience other people like us.
After those experiences, do you desire to get married again?
I don't know. I don't think so. It's not in my thought right now. I'm having fun.
You just want to have fun.
I just want to have fun. No kids, single, I have my little dog, and I don't have anybody to talk to me.
Misandry does not exist. It simply does not exist.
This must be one of those individuals that thinks if you repeat something often enough and are actually lucky enough to get other people to believe it, it must be true.
The only way misandry could possibly exist is if women started coming together and mass raping and unaliving men, making rules and legislations.
This must be the day of some using words and completely ignoring their definitions, because misandry has nothing to do with actions. It is about the hatred of men, but I'm sure that there's more interesting things to come.
That doesn't happen. Chill the out. That's not happening. Misandry does not exist. Stop whining, you snowflake.
It will never cease to amaze me of the large amount of individuals out there that are actually convincing themselves to believe things that go completely contrary to reality. Because let's just take a quick refresher and look at the actual definition of misandry. That's what it is, the hatred of men. And might I add that it certainly seems that those who are trying to convince others that misandry doesn't exist are simply looking for a way to escape any accountability for spreading bigotry.
It's just so minimal to me what he does for her. A birthday, flower, dinner's a gift. Anniversary, flowers, dinner, gift. It's the same over and over and over and over again.
Is it your marriage?
You deserve better. There's over 70 luxury resorts in the United States alone. Even if he just took you to one a year, it would take y'all a lifetime. Literally. You should not just be at home all the time when y'all doing big celebrations like this. I feel like you're just accepting, y'all. And this is what pisses me off so much about it, is that whenever she's talking about
him and stuff that he does is always spectacular. But when she talks about stuff that he does for her, like, yes, it's nice, but it's not spectacular in comparison to what he does for himself. I'm like, girl, this man does not like you. He's with you.
They're
You're integrated into his life. Yeah, he may say he loves you, but he does not like you. Okay, for his birthday, this video getting a little long, so I'm gonna do part 2.
Yeah, he loves you, but he does not like you. And I don't know if I can process that. But anyways, is this your marriage? Is this your marriage? Do you know what conversation they're having? Do you know if she was the one who requested that? You don't know. How are you going to be more mad than her? She's probably happy with whatever she's getting, and you're over here being mad. I would have ended the friendship with you too. Because you chat too much. It's not your marriage. Shut the up and move on.
Hit on primarily by men in their 40s and 50s, online and in real life.
So men in their 40s and their 50s will hit on you, but men your own age don't want nothing to do with you, and you try to figure out what's going on. Well, hell, there's a couple different things going on here. First, men your own age know just how toxic and dangerous to their own well-being that leftist white women are. They know to stay away from you. Men in their 40s and 50s, we never had to deal with you when we was in our 20s. We don't know no better till we learn the hard way. And second, and definitely just as relevant to your particular situation, is the fact that men your own age can still see.
Okay, hold on, pause. This is what we're not doing. So every time that he does this, I'm gonna record this. Because that's not okay.
It's not okay for him to cry?
No, the thing is, this is the third time he's done it. This is the third time he's done it. He doesn't want to go with you. So actually show up. Actually show up and do something then with him. Because he does this every time.
She's just trying to fight.
No, it's not. No, it's not. It ain't because then you got a baby soon.
Girl.
You gonna give him his bag and stuff?
That's terrible.
For the kid to cry?
He's in the room.
Yeah, no, it's not that at all. No, it's not. No, yeah, I will, but I'm telling you right now, every single time you come here and he cries, we're gonna record that. And it's up with me. Just know that it's up.
What the fuck?
What'd you say? What'd you say?
I didn't stutter.
I didn't hear you say it again.
Suck my
That's
dick.
right. If you had one, maybe I would.
We're not bitch.
Pussy ass bitch. Hey, you wish I would, bitch. You looking at?
That's on my way, bitch.
Get your out my driveway, ho. Fuck you. You don't pay for either. $170,000 to your but $11,000 in your son's bank account. $11,000 in your son's bank account, but $170 for that bill. Get out the car. Get out the car. Get out the car. Come on.
It never had to be that way. A whole lot of commotion right there for nothing, right in front of the child. I don't understand why baby mamas has to be so bitter. The sex change, the kids then move on. That's just stupid.
I saw on Instagram that said that men have lost the art of yearning. Like, no one yearns anymore. And I thought it was so funny and kind of true, honestly, because we live in such a world of convenience with dating apps, with the way that technology is so integrated in our life and our lifestyles that, like, we don't have to really work for anymore. Even using AI and ChatGPT in my job, I'm like, okay, when was the last time I actually used a brain cell to think about something critically? So that's whatever, I digress, but my point is, like, yeah, I guess we live in a world of convenience, and when it comes to dating and relationships, we're so quick to just like, whoop, on to the next. Nobody be yearning for anyone anymore.
What a woman will say versus what she actually means. Oh, you didn't have to do that. Thank you, but now I feel like I owe you. Maybe this was a little too much, and now I feel vulnerable. If you're in the early stages of a relationship with her, maybe getting to know her, and she says something like that, maybe pull back just a little bit. She's probably still grateful for what you did, though, if she's still talking to you and being really nice to you. It just might be a little bit too much too soon. And I'm gonna say this right here. On this video, I don't agree with all of these. I'm warning you so you guys are aware. I'll think about it. She's leaning more towards no, but she doesn't want to close the door fully yet. A lot of women will give soft responses like this, like maybe, thinking about it. Most likely she's saying no, but she doesn't want to tell you no because women are afraid of saying no and being direct, which is not good. Bad.
I'm trying to figure myself out right now. Actually, she's trying to figure out how this relationship can fit into her life and if she actually wants it or if you bring what she's looking for. That's not what I meant. This usually is when you took her words literally, and rightfully so literally. But she wanted you to take it more emotionally, which, who knows, whatever she said. I mean, I can't make a video on that because it would take 16 year video. It's fine, I'll handle it. She's saying that you can't do it the way she would want you to, so she's taking over. Ideally, she's a healthy woman and she just genuinely means that in a way that she wants it done very specifically. She doesn't want to have to explain, and she's more than happy to do it, and there's no resentment building. But for an unhealthy woman, resentment actually might be building, and she's playing a stupid little game with you. You don't have to be okay with that. You don't have to put up with that. You don't have to put up with anything, just saying. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but proceeds to be dramatic. She's about to share something that is big to her. And she doesn't want to feel stupid for caring. In these moments, it's best to be empathetic and try not to react like a lot. You showing that you care and you do take whatever she ends up saying seriously. Ooh, big green flag. She will respect you and love you so much for that. Oh, it's not a big deal. Actually, she thinks it is a big deal, but she wants to see if you think it's a big deal. She's testing your alignment with her, which is, I think this is stupid, but I don't want anything serious right now. She doesn't want anything serious with you right now. But if that dream guy comes by tomorrow morning, she'll be married tomorrow if it allows. Sadly, this is her not so nice way of brushing you off. I think women should be more blunt. It's less painful. You didn't message me back. She noticed a change in your overall pattern and she's trying to gauge your interest now. She wants to see if your interest is fading, but also, if you're too predictable over time, she'll start to lose interest anyways. It's a no-win situation for you. I didn't even notice. Oh, she noticed. I mean, women will notice the most insane things at times. Like, she's probably gone through your friends and family social media, every single one of them, your aunts, your uncles. She probably knows where they live. I don't buy that. I never buy that when a woman's like, oh, I didn't notice. Yes, she did. She just doesn't want you to know that she noticed. Just so you know. Oh, you don't have to come if you want to. Oh, I actually really want you to be there. I just don't want to admit that I really want you to be there. So if you could show up, that would mean the world to me. But I'm gonna make it seem like I don't care if you come or not.
Whenever I see a girl come up here and say, I don't need a nigga for money, I don't ask a nigga for money, me and my man could go 50-50, like, I'm dating for this and da-da-da-da, and, you know, the whole night, they always have this certain look. Like, they just look stressed out.
Do I have that look? Because I am definitely a girl that will go 50-50. I will definitely spoil the shit out of my husband because my husband does the same for me. I'm not afraid to take care of my husband. I did not realize that women who are being adults, paying bills, going 50-50, loving her man, was supposed to come with a stressed out aesthetic. Oh, so I have to beg a man his money and act like a child for me to not have this stressed look, for me to look like I'm not struggling. Let's have no ambition. Let's not be self-sufficient, because if we do, we're gonna have that look.
Genuine question. Why is it socially acceptable for women to talk about a man's baldness, but if a man were to do the exact same thing if he were wearing a wig, then it's frowned upon? If you are a woman that is losing your hair because of hormones or whatever you're going through, and men are losing their hair because of their hormones, is that not the exact same thing? So why is it socially acceptable to shame men for balding, but we can't shame the women in the same capacity? And the other thing is why is it that so many women will be so bent out of shape if a man says that he wants someone attractive and athletic? But if a man says that he wants someone attractive and athletic, then he's misogynistic and, you know, he's fat shaming because he wants someone more athletic. Last time I checked, if you're athletic, that means that you're outside, you're walking more, you might be hiking, you might do rock climbing, whatever your hobby is likely something outside. So if you're overweight, then wouldn't you like not be compatible? Yeah, can someone just make it make sense? Okay, bye.
And I think, once again, modern women really don't know when to stop. They don't. There was one woman that talked about, in so many words, men love when you're smart, but they just don't love when your intelligence questions them. Is this basically, you can be smart, but don't use your smartness and your intelligence on me. You can be intelligent, but don't use that on me. What? No, I don't think that's the way it is. I think when you say intelligence, what you mean is endless questions. That's what most modern women mean. They want a clean, just a long runway to take off. Just take off on that long runway of, I'm just going to keep on asking questions forever. I'm just keep on saying things forever. This is the difference between relationships between men and women. See, for a woman, you can continue to ask questions and make comments over and over and over and over again for infinity. Modern women, they will do a lot of armchair quarterbacking. They will continue to bug and nag. Are you sure this? And girl, I wasn't sure. And they'll get in groups and stuff. Man, I don't know about this. Da, da, da. And then when the woman fails, they'll be there for you. I told you this, and this. And they're fine with it. They're okay with it. That's the way they communicate. But with a man, he's trying to make actual decisions. He's trying to make real decisions. Where do we need to go? How do we need to get there? What are we looking for? Let's have a game plan. And when we set the game plan in place, that it's done. You can't continue to modify. You'll never get started. We have to have some sort of game plan to do something. We have to start moving in a direction. Modern women will talk. And really what they're trying to do, I don't even want to say stall, because they're not actually stalling. What they're trying to do is talk to get you to see it from their perspective. And then you start doing what they wanted to do in the first place. And it'd be one thing, it was like, well, you're doing everything that you want to do, but I don't have any say so in this. Okay, we'll need to step back and kind of see what she's talking about, right? Modern women are saying, no, that's not actually what I'm saying. I don't want you to have any say. I don't think that you know what you're doing at all. I don't want you to have any say so. The people that I've talked to, the way I've grown up, the way I've done things, this is how it needs to be done. This is what you need to be doing. Exactly this way, exactly how I'm telling you to do it. And you're saying, okay, if that's the case, you run it. You go ahead and run it. Wow, don't get so pressed and insecure about it. You still that. Okay, then shut up and sit down. If I'm the man, shut up and sit down. Are you gonna let me run it or not? And that's where men get frustrated. And when you start to see men say that type of stuff and talk to you that type of way, that's what they're talking about. Because you sit up there and you go back and forth and you challenge them over and over again. I can't get nothing done. You go ahead and do it. I'll be right behind you. No, oh no, I wouldn't say that. Why you gotta make it a problem because you're talking? You still continue to talk. We gotta do something. You still continue to have an opinion and we still going the whole way there. Since we left the house, you hollering, complaining, and screaming. You nagging the whole way, just passive aggressive about it. That's what we're saying, man. Nobody is insulted by your intelligence. Nobody's intimidated by your intelligence. They're tired. They're exhausted of your continual questioning. That's not a great trait to have. You need to know when to be quiet. Read the room. That's what modern women want. Why aren't you doing it?